Well, hey guys, Captain Cook here. So glad you could join me. What we're talking about today is my inshore setup. Now, excuse the camera if it's shaking a little bit. It's getting windy out here. Hope you guys are having a great Memorial Day weekend. It's been crappy for us around here. Tried to go surf fishing Thursday. Went out, had an offshore wind, not too bad, and it quickly switched to a north to south longshore wind with a current going the same way. It was just terrible. Friday rain, Saturday rain, Sunday, today it rained a little bit this morning, and then it is windy as all get out right now. So what we're talking about is my inshore setup, and I've got two examples right here. Let's talk about, we're going to talk about two things. We're going to talk about the important things and the not so important, all right? So let's start off with the not so important. What's not important is it doesn't matter what brand of rod you have. It doesn't. You do what you can do. It doesn't matter what brand of reel you have. That's just a simple fact. It doesn't. What's going to matter is the power and the action of your rod, and the size and the size of line you got on there. What poundage of line you got on there. So for me, here is my setup. Both of these rods are medium fast action. Now when we talk about medium fast, we're talking about power and action. When we talk about power, power is the amount of force it takes to bend that rod. And when we talk about action, action means where in the rod that bend is going to happen. So I'm fishing a medium fast. So we got medium power, fast action. So what that means is, on a fast action, it's going to bend further to the tip. As you get less, you get to a moderate action, it's going to bend further down towards the middle. Now what that means is, fast action, you get a quick hook set. If you want to look at, let's take a fly fishing rod. It is the ultimate example of a super slow action rod, because it actually bends, right here, the reel seat, because you need that action to cast a very light line and a very light lure, which is the fly. So just remember, the less, the further cast you're going to get. Now this is a fast. You can even get faster. You can get ultra fast. But just remember, if you go to a moderate, it's going to bend further down this way, and you're going to cast a lot further. Now I do my inshore fishing from this kayak right here. I don't really need to cast 75 yards. If I want to get closer to where I'm going, I just move the kayak. But then again, you got to be careful. We don't want to spook the fish. Moving our kayak, coming in, making a lot of noise. So really, you've got to you got to plan it on kind of your situation. But for me, medium fast, the way I go. Now both of these are 7-footers. I like the 7-footers. You can also do a medium fast in something 7.2, 7.6. That will allow you to get a further casting distance from a medium fast. Now, like I said before, guys, it doesn't matter the brand of your rod. It doesn't matter the brand of your reel. But these two right here are my favorites. This is the St. Croix Triumph 7-foot medium power fast action. I've got it paired with a pin battle, and serves me well. This one here, my second favorite, is a TFO, Temple Fork Outfitters Pro. 7 foot. Now this is a medium light fast action. Enjoy these rods so much, I do. They're great for pitching swimtails and just your regular, plastic lures. They're great for, say, if you want to be pitching a Mirrodine. These are great for it. These are really great for it. I have on both of these, I have 10-pound braided line, and on both of them I have a 15-pound monofilament leader. I don't fish a lot of fluorocarbon leader on my inshore rods, and I'll tell you why I don't. Fluorocarbon damages much easier than monofilament does. I really haven't found really an advantage to fishing fluorocarbon. I can get a clear line in monofilament. So I've really not, on inshore now, I've really not found an advantage on fishing fluorocarbon as a leader. So I do monofilament as a leader. Like I say, I have 10-pound braid and a 15-pound monofilament leader on each of these. So, do your research, especially when it comes to monofilament versus fluorocarbon. Now, I do use fluorocarbon. I use fluorocarbon when I'm surf fishing. I might need, I don't encounter as many toothy fish when I am surf fishing. I'm looking for pompano, I'm looking for whiting, the occasional bluefish. Of course, they're toothy. But when I'm inshore fishing, every fish I encounter, or I'm trying to encounter, is a toothy critter. And the main thing, guys, is to check your leader. Doesn't matter what you're using. After every catch, you're getting around docks that's got barnacle, or oyster beds, check your leader. Just run your finger down it. You can tell. If you feel a nick, cut it off, retie it, or just change your leader altogether. So, guys, that's my inshore setup. I usually take 4 rods when I'm on the kayak, and they're all 2500 series reels. And I say, guys, you don't have to, you don't have to trade in an arm and a leg to get a good setup. You don't, One of my best setups is actually a GX2 ugly stick. But the only thing I found out about those is they're heavy. They're really heavy. You might have a light reel and a heavy rod. I mean, the weight of it's just heavy. You're casting this thing all day, your arm's gonna get wore out. So the lighter the better. These 2 rods right here are just as light as they can be. The other 2 rods I carry on here are pins, very lightweight carbon fiber, and they just do me well. You don't really consider the weight of a rod until you're casting it all day, and you pick one of these up, and then you pick up, the ugly stick GX2 with the same reel on it, and you can feel the weight difference. So that's really something you've got to pay attention to, because casting this thing all day, it will wear your arm out. Your arm's gonna get wore out anyway. On an average day, you're making 200 to 300 casts. You want your casting to be light, so you can make more casts and you don't get wore out. So guys, this is my ultimate inshore setup. When we talk about baits, I had the Z-Man paddle tail. This is the Z-Man Diesel. On here I just got a gold spoon. I do love fishing a spoon. But yeah, these work out well for me. They really do. So just remember, guys, power is how much bend in the rod, how much force it takes to bend the rod, and then in action, where in the rod the bend happens. And for me, it's medium fast, even medium light fast. And there are, there's pros and cons to either one, but I found that this does me well. My main fish I love catching inshore is a flounder. That's flatfish. This is what I enjoy. So guys, that's what I've got for today. This is my inshore setup. This medium power fast action is what I love. Hope you guys have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. There ain't much left. We're Sunday. Tomorrow's Memorial Day. Hope you guys enjoy it. I got to get out of here. I'm about to get blown away. All right, guys. Take care. Please take care of each other. And I'll definitely catch you guys on the next one.